Hi Cancers, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. I'm doing your March reading. So sit down, relax, roll your shoulders back. We're just gonna have like a little, get together with all us Cancers, and let's just see what is coming up for us, because I felt guided as well to share sort of a vision with you guys. Like it was 2-3 days ago, and I was contemplating on it because it's so similar to what we've already been talking about for the last 3 readings, like the last 3 months, a constant, ongoing thing that keeps coming back. How we give of ourselves, why we give of ourselves, how people receive what we give, and how we should deal with that, and like all of that energy, right? We now know that yes, we do need to make some shifts and changes when it comes to giving to ourselves and when it comes to giving to others. It's hard. It's a journey. It's not built in, Rome wasn't built in one night. It's just, it's a journey, and we're on it. And yes, we all know that we have to work on it. But now I want to get, onto the next step, basically how and what is the portal, what's the way to do it, which door should we unlock, right? And I want to work with you guys on that. I know this energy has been really intense, and a lot for a reason. A lot of us have been feeling extremely drained, like tired wise, basically feeling very tired. Even though we rest, we don't feel rested, we don't feel recharged. Then we have days where we have extremely feel a lot of energy, and then there are days we just feel like we haven't slept in 3 weeks, okay, and no coffee and no Red Bull and no nada can give you it. Allow the universe to show you that, because it's trying to tell you and share things with you and teach you through your energy levels right now. Okay, so it's very important. If you're in alignment, if you're trying to tune in, if you're trying to figure out what's the best way, he's trying to guide you, the universe trying to guide you through your energy levels, through the state of your body and mental health, basically. So that's what's going on for us very strongly right now. And of course, Mercury is in retrograde, so we do feel certain feels coming back to us. So a lot of things. Some of you, there was a date that came through, was the 2nd of March 2002. I don't know if that's connected to some of you, but I was an energy that came through for maybe just only one person, but I decided to share it anyway because I wanted to write down something, and all of a sudden I saw 2002, so 2002. And yeah, when I write things, I use the European way, so then it's the 2nd of March. I know in America you guys put the month first, but we put the day first, so that's why it's the 2nd of March 2002, whatever that connects to you. Anyway, let's move on. The energy is coming back. Mercury is triggering us, yet I feel it's coming in, we accept it, and we go on. So it's not as strongly as it can pop up now and then during other Mercury retrogrades. But I do feel that it's playing with our energy levels, and we have to listen to it. If we flow with that and we accept as is, even though we feel 100,000 different responsibilities popping up, thinking that no, we cannot because this goes first, or this is more important, or this should be like that. Is it really impossible for you to take either half a day or the entire day to just recharge your body? If you can't, then find a way where you can, in a way, right? I think it's important because we have to work towards creating and building a structure in life where we find a way. Even if you're working full time, plan a massage in your lunch break. That's also a way of making it work. Anything, like try and find a way. Maybe it's an hour outside in a park. You don't have to take the entire day off because we all need income, okay? But if you can take the day off and you can switch it to another day, do that. Listen to it, work with it, trying to make it work, instead of looking at it's not possible because today I have to work, right? Can we make it work? We should try and make it work. Anyway, I'm not going on about that for too long. Yet, what I feel overall, to really set some steps forward, they want us to find something that's connected to a deeper level of our soul, something that's connected to your true heart's desire. They want you to go out and find that. It's either a project, it's either a cause, or it could be a hobby, or it could be, I don't know, painting, or it could be anything that's directly connecting you, between you and your soul, where mind, body, and spirit is triangulally connected. They want you to have that outside a connection with another human being. All right, so I feel connected to this because it's something I do for others, or it's I feel a certain way. I feel connected through heart's desire with this person, and being in this union, or dating that person, or having, that person next to me, or your child, or something like that. It has to be something that's singly like connected to you, separately from other people. That's something that's going to help you a lot. It's going to teach you a lot about yourself and where you're heading. So that's what I'm getting very strongly for you, Cancer. So we're being guided to really go and follow something. It could be a lot to do with travel for you guys, so living in a different way, more free spirited, more outside the society. If you feel guided to do that, try and make it work where you can actually implement that into your life in a small way, or in a big way. But whatever you feel guided to do, try and follow it, because our ninth house is really activated this month, and that's really trying to connect us to that sense of freedom of soul, right? The freedom, the spirit, without the 3D boundaries. Basically, we need something, a factor in our life that gives us that sense of freedom, because that's just gonna bring our energy level back up. And it's also teaching us a lot about self-love and putting our heart's true desire first on top, before everything else. And that's not selfish, that's self-care. All right. I want to share something with you guys, because I have this new deck. So it's a present. It's so beautiful. It was somebody gifted to me, not the company. I'm just saying, it's not a it's not a PR thing or something. I love this deck. I wanted this deck for a long time. You guys all know I have this deck, right? One sec. This is the Work Your Light Oracle. This is another deck from the same makers, and it is the Starseed Oracle deck. It's very beautiful as well. It really helps you work on your own individual soul's journey, basically. So I want to draw a card for you guys and read it from the book, because he also writes beautiful messages with the cards, and I want to stay true to that for this reading. And then I'm gonna jump into a very exciting new tarot deck. Okay, let's breathe. Ooh. A lot of migraine has been popping up, a lot of headaches non-stop. I've been tuning into that as well, so it might come for you guys, because mostly I pick up on energy earlier on than the bigger collective. But yeah, just make sure you stay hydrated. Sounds like the most easiest and simple thing to do, but we forgot to drink water a lot of days of the month. Okay. All right, let me tune in. Cancers. What's coming through for Cancers? What's coming through for Cancers? There we go. Beautiful. All right. We have the card Karmic Relationships. Okay. Karmic Relationships. See how beautiful this artwork is. Orion energy, polarity, soul's growth, and conflict. All right. I'm going to read it from the book. Let me see. 8-4. Okay. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventually unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history and incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you are one of them. Polarity causes conflicts and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflicts can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our hearts and minds and see the things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive, second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open up our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invasion of conflicts. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see innocence in all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you say soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Then we have the inquiry. Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through the conflict? All right, Cancer. So, you and me, we are not that good with conflicts, okay? We're just not that good with conflicts because we either completely shut down emotionally or we are too emotional and it actually hurts us, right? Especially when it comes to people close to us. We can have conflicts with people we don't know, but once they're in our inner circle, that's when things get tricky because we rather have it harmonious at all times, or at least have that sense of one person or two people that are so close to us that fighting with each other, having a conflict with one another is very, how do I put that, hurtful. It completely disbalances the connection and disbalance us and our feelings and emotions, okay? That's very natural. That's a Cancer trait. Whether you're extreme in that or not so much, because it depends on the rest of your chart, it's very hard to start to learn to understand that if you love people in your relationship with a person, or it's a very close friend, or it's a very, close family member, that sometimes conflicts do arise. And they're asking you what can you learn from the conflict? How can you, both of the two of you, instead of us blocking out or putting up our wall that we have up. Naturally, we need that as well, but we build up a wall every time a conflict arises or arrives in a union. So what I feel, Cancer, is that they're asking you how can you let that bring the two of you closer together? Right? What can you learn from a conflict? How can it grow the union instead of doing what it naturally does, which basically for us it's damage. A conflict is when things are said that not being not meant. It brings in damage for us, and we don't know how to heal it again. We don't know how to trust the person because it's all about trust, okay? Yet they're trying to learn you how we know that the harmonious energy is something that you think you might grow from more, but sometimes there's the growth is found between two people in the conflict, and sometimes it's also within you. You grow sometimes the most with yourself, right, when there's a conflict, because there needs to be a solution for the conflict, meaning that you learn to through those conflicts with yourself to make a shift, or to make a change, or to go a different direction, to actually grow and evolve on the soul's level. So that's what's coming through with you with this card, is what I've picked up on. So that's what we're working with. And it's also that sometimes we do not make moves that out of self-love or to love ourselves better, because we don't want the conflict with another person, right? We're trying and giving and giving and giving, try to dance in a certain way to make sure that conflict doesn't arise. Like I said before, it depends on the rest of your chart. Some you have a very strong, for example, Leo energy, very strong fire energy that helps you work through those conflicts because you just put off the shell and you put on the armor, basically, but a lot of you have a lot of water in the chart. You just it's damaging, and it's really hard to cope with that. But they're learning, to look at things from a different perspective also can take away the hurt. Sometimes people hurt you, or they do something that hurt you. They don't go out there hurting you. They did something that actually end up hurting your feelings. If you try and look through it from another perspective, what they did could still be wrong, yet it doesn't affect you on that emotional level because you knew it wasn't your fault. You knew that that person, was going through and healing through certain things, and it helps you heal, and it might help the union heal, and you might be able to help to grow together. I'm not saying it is about finding excuses for the other person's behavior, but about how can you look at things from a different perspective. And if you do that, it might help you heal, and it might help you trust people on a deeper level. Okay? So, I'm going to jump in the tarot right now, if you're still here with me. Okay? Because I think that this is important. This is for a small group of Cancers, this reading today. So if you're still here, this is your reading. If you're not here anymore, I do not need to talk to you because you're not here anymore. Yeah, I don't think that there was going to connect either as well, but we'll just see. Okay, we'll just see. Here we go. Cancers. How can we build this? We can have our own plans, we can focus on that, and yet we can have a life together. How beautiful is this deck though? Look at these two women together. I love this deck. Okay, this is my new deck. I also present from the love of my life, and she actually gifted this to me, and I love it. I really wanted this deck for a long time, and yeah, it's the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Look how beautiful. And it's quite similar to the, OG tarot deck that I use on my channel all the time. But this is actually more modern. So you do see some laptops here and there, some motorcycles and things like that. But overall, I feel it's a very empowering deck for us feminine, for the collective, basically, in all shapes and shades, and everybody is integrated into this deck. So I feel it's something that I do want to represent, that we're all beautiful, basically. And I don't know, I'm just rambling right now, but I just love how diverse this deck is. Okay, let's move on. There we go. Ooh, look at that, Cancers. Look at that. I know you guys can see what card it is, so we'll tune into it. We have the beautiful Queen of Cups. It's us, but look how beautiful our card is. Queen of Cups. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. With the King of Cups. See how beautiful that is, because strength is here as well. So overcoming obstacles. You see how beautiful this is, because you both are calling in and answering to your own needs, your own emotional needs. The feminine is connected to her own emotional needs by herself, by finding something that gives her that energy outside some union. And then we have the masculine, and it doesn't matter whether it's two women, two men, a woman and a man, it doesn't matter. It's masculine and feminine energy which connects. Masculine is also focused on their own needs and satisfying, and working on building that up with themselves, for themselves, so you can show up in a balanced way of equal give and take in the union, in the connection. So if you are in a connection, the two of you might need some separate time, whether that's even if you're living together, you might need some separate time in the house, you know, or some person is more outdoors and doing their thing, to satisfy your own needs so you can show up in a balanced way into the union. That's what I'm feeling very strongly with this. If you're having feelings and emotions towards something, that other person is feeling the same way. I'm not sure if they're completely ready to come forward, because they really are trying to focus on reaching that level of emotional stability and satisfaction within themselves, about themselves. And then we have the beautiful strength card, meaning that accepting that the responsibility is laying with themselves and is laying with you, meaning that you can't heal everybody onto a certain level into loving you in a similar way. And you're accepting certain fears of like, if I don't give this, then the person might not do that anymore, or might not, you know, love me the same way. You're overcoming so many fears. You see, you're friending your fears, because in the other strength card, it's almost about like taming the lion. This is about, I accept you, you're part of me, you and me together. So you might be of your soul and your mind, you know, the fears and the love frequency working one in hand. She made her fears part, her, you know, almost like beast, I don't know, animal basically, part of herself, meaning that she embraced it. She also got a beautiful flower ring. It's like, you're part of me, so I'm not gonna run away from you, I'm not gonna disconnect from you. It's like, you know, I do have my darker moments, you know, everybody has that, and it's like, embrace it as well. It's not about, I only focus on the good, I only focus on the good things. No, because the darker moments, it's a part of the light, you know, and accepting things as is and making it a part of you. You know, it's about allowing yourself that time to heal, allowing yourself to feel whatever you feel, and then it becomes a part of you, meaning that it's not an outside thing that constantly trying to keep you from being the real you, right? Okay, let me just move on. Overall, I see overcoming could be a Leo you're dealing with. Okay, the Tower. Okay, so see the Tower is coming through. The universe is removing a situation. The Tower is coming down on something. It's a very positive Tower, I feel. And you have Justice, then you have the Eight of Cups, and then you have Five of Wands with the Knight of Wands. Okay, Cancer. So what this is saying is that it's justified to put yourself first, to put your happiness first. It's justified. Okay, so I see that the Eight of Cups is connected to this, meaning you gotta leave certain old behaviors behind. You see the Tower is here. You might decide to just start over in something, maybe in your, sorry, it's really hard to pick up, in your career, or really just trying to switch your whole life around. But the Tower is supporting it. The Justice is here, meaning justice is served. Okay, here I feel as well is that if you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra is, maybe between you and a Libra is separate time needed, because the conflict, the constant conflict between the two of you, what they need, what you need, it's like, I don't know. I do see it shift in that, because it brings in a sense of fire. I feel you're also ready to take on a journey, ready to take on a fight. Not necessarily literally, but it's almost like, I'm not giving up on myself. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna, you know, write a new chapter for myself. I'm gonna, like, I do see you reconnecting. You see with the King of Wands here. But she is so determined to go whatever, like, you find it, is what I'm feeling. Like, some of you really do need to take that journey to find it, that sense of fulfillment, that sense of fire, basically. Let me see what else is coming through. the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords. If you truly want to take on this new beginning that's handed to you, you see how beautiful this card is. One sec. It's a new deck, so it's hard to pick up. The universe is trying to hand you this. This is here for you. The Sun, a commitment, financial stability. All of that is handed to you. It's gifted to you. But in order for you to take that in and bring that into your life and accept it, it's about first admitting to yourself that you're not happy. If you're not happy, and you're admitting it to yourself that you're not okay, that you're not receiving enough of the things that you deserve, that the job doesn't give you that sense of fulfillment. It's about trying to find a way of you feeling a certain way towards something, is not sitting still and trying to find a way to manipulate your own mind into thinking that that's exactly what you want. Because I do feel that. I do feel like you're not happy in something, you're not being appreciated, Cancer, and you're sitting here trying to find a way of looking at it in a way where it feels like sunshine. And you're coming up short in the end. And I know that you are growing towards a point of where you're over it, putting things in a certain way, romanticizing a certain situation so you can feel happy in it, so you don't have to shift or change it. You don't have to go on this journey and find something else, but you're going on this journey, you see, and your soul is guiding you to do it. Let me see, what does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? You're hurting yourself. You deserve better, Cancer. You deserve better from yourself. What do you need to know? Three of Swords, yeah, you deserve better. Who disappointed you? Who disappointed you? Because you do feel disappointed. It's about releasing. Look at this. Look at this. The Eight of Pentacles. You got great potential. Amazing potential to build something new, to write a new story. But you gotta stop focusing on what has been disappointing you and trying to look at things from a different lighting. So you can bring in that new energy, because it's here for you to pick up on, to you to work towards. But it's all about releasing this. You're doing it. I know you wish it would work with that person. I know you wish it would be like that, but it's not. And you're learning to accept it and take your time with that. But don't stop or give up on yourself. See, I told you. Look how beautiful this is. One sec. The Three of Wands. Ships are coming in. You have the Two of Pentacles coming through with the Eight of Cups. You might have to juggle two things at the same time, but look how gracefully you're doing it. You got this. You can do this. She's all put together. Look at her. So you're doing a beautiful job of rebalancing yourself. But look what you got once you move out on this energy, the Five of Cups with the Three of Swords. Once you did that with the Eight of Pentacles. See what happens. High Priestess. Here she is. Seven of Pentacles. I don't see the results. Oh, I'm abundant of results. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles coming through. Be patient with yourself. Be persistent with yourself. Feel like you deserve it. Come from that energy. Come from that place. Focus. Follow your heart. Follow your soul. Keep putting in the work. Don't focus on things that haven't come to you yet. It's going to come in. Things are coming in beautifully. Look at that. I want you to... I put that on my story as well, and I put it on Instagram as well. Cancer is like, I planted something and I have no idea how long it was going to take to come out. I was just planting it, and I was speaking in love to it every day, and I was watering it enough and putting it in the sunshine if the sun was out, and it was within 5-6 days things are starting to grow really quickly. And I thought maybe I have to wait 4 weeks or something. It was within a couple of days, and now they're thriving, and they already lift off the whole it was like a little plant on top of it. They lift it off. I was like, I'm so confused, like they're growing so quickly because I'm not focused on the time, how things, that's up to nature, that's up to the universe, how quickly something should grow. I'm just enjoying the whole process. Enjoy the process. See, so the Nine of Pentacles, you got nothing to worry about. Things are coming towards you, but you gotta first admit to yourself, if you're not happy, that you're not happy here. That means he can function, but he cannot get up. She's trying to distract herself from the pain, trying to distract yourself from what's going on your, you know. Two of Swords, trying to make up your mind. You're ready. You're ready to move, and the universe is supporting it, and it's removing certain things from your life. And if it is, let it. And nurture yourself. All right, Cancer, that was your reading for March. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. Feel free to, I don't know what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, yes. So, if you're all the way up to this reading, then leave me a, what shall we do? What shall we do? Should we do shell emoji? Yeah, let's do a shell emoji, or just type in shell if you're on a device watching this, so I know that you were all the way up to this point, and leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate that. And also, if you watch other tarot readers, make sure you leave a like, because it really helps our channel, and we're doing light work, so we're not in competition with each other. Okay, I love you guys so much. You got this. Okay, have a beautiful month. Bye. Bye, Cancers.